agency for allegedly having overarching influence on these games, and accused it of forcibly injecting a political agenda, quote unquote, into them by advocating for diversity. These Corbo freaks are so desperate to try and get Sweet Baby Inc. detected, shut down, that he's trying to say that everyone there is some Kiwi Farms operative, and simply pointing out games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on can potentially lead to some violent harassment campaign. Well, once again, spoiler alert, this article came out like 9 months ago and it completely flopped, achieving nothing except people probably laughing at it back then, and once again laughing at it now as they tried to signal boost it 9 months later. We'll check out one more paragraph because this aged so poorly and it was also a really bad point then. Let me explain. Dude says, when word of the curation group Sweet Baby Inc. detected first surfaced on social media, it seemed like a joke. What was the point of making a curation page, quote unquote, detecting games that a consulting company worked on, especially when the games are listed on their site? So first of all, even when the games were listed on their site, they never had a full list, according to my recollection at least. It was a hand-picked list of games that they wanted to showcase that they had worked on. But once again, if I'm recalling properly, it was not every game. And on top of that, Sweet Baby Inc. later went on to completely remove that list of games from their website anyways. So once again, terrible point, and it aged even more terribly. And then on top of that, this outlet just went on to repost this article. Do they even check the slop that they write? Literally going on to signal boost their own terrible points. Great job. Skipping dozens more paragraphs, their closing sentence says, game developer has reached out to Valve and Discord multiple times for comment and will update this story when they respond. There's no update, they never responded. You know what, I'm actually really glad that they reposted this article because this doesn't sound familiar at all. I think I totally missed this the first time it went around. I'm really glad I got to experience some of this the second time without, of course, subjecting myself to the full brain rot of reading the full thing. I'd say that worked out very nicely. Now let's hop back over to Twitter and check out some of the responses that they're getting from gamers. Cabrutus, the founder of Sweet Baby Inc., detected, responding, saying, actually, they are the ones who started a harassment campaign against me. Posting a screenshot of that infamous tweet that Chris Kindred had made, probably one you're all familiar with, reading, the Steam curator harassment group Sweet Baby Inc. detected is led by this person at Cabrutus Rambo. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported. Even with the discriminatory language filled off, the group itself still fails the code of conduct. Anyways, report the frick out of this group and report the creator since he loves his account so much. Another massive L from these people. Literally failed to get the group taken down and failed to get Cabrutus's account banned too. It even had the inverse effect. Instead of getting the account taken down, it actually got the group so much publicity that it now has almost 500,000 members. That response from Cabrutus also completely ratioing GameDev.com, getting over 8,000 likes on his tweet, versus GameDev's 527. Other responses include, oh look, another media outlet trying to put pressure on Steam to go after their user base. And I see we've chosen gross dishonesty today. Must be a day ending in Y. A twist on this classic image, showing Sweet Baby Inc. going after Cabrutus, and gaming journalists, of course, trying to frame it in the opposite direction. Another user saying, I guess the and more part includes verifiable lies. Showing game developers' bio, where they say, serving the video game industry through breaking news, insight on game industry trends, expert advice and resources, and more. Those are just some of the top responses. We've also got this one from Savvy. That'll be the last one we take a look at, which reads, quote unquote advocacy, and it's just them selling the fact that they aren't white. The SPI employee attacked Cabrutus and demanded not only the list be removed, but that he lose, quote unquote, his precious games. Did you share the 3 different videos where Kim Belair advocates for fear tactics to get hired? Did you mention how nearly everything they've touched has led to layoffs or shutdowns? Yeah, of course they and none of the gaming journalists who defend SPI ever mention that stuff. It's something that we've talked about plenty of times on the channel, but look, they just brought it up once again for some reason. Why the heck would GameDeveloper.com do this? Why would they think this is a good idea? Let me know what you think in the comments. And I hope you found this all to be amusing. Also, if you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate ya, and I'll see you in the next one.
Shop great deals now
Look at this.
on Amazon. Wow.
Every package we deliver,
Uh-huh.
deliver with pain and suffering.
This is my third holiday I'm giving to Amazon. I haven't been around for Thanksgiving or Christmas.
It's constant speed up for the holidays.
It's like twice as dangerous, I would say, because everyone's moving twice as fast and there's twice as much work.
Every horror story you read about Amazon is true, but worse. And that is why I
True, but worse. Wait, so instead of pissing in bottles, you just piss on yourself? Yeah, what does that mean?
For the strike.
Workers at the only unionized Amazon warehouse are going on strike during the company's busiest season.
Ultimately, Amazon only speaks one language, and that's money. We're going to hit them where it hurts until they decide it's time to come to the table.
Workers with the ALU plan to strike the JFK 8 facility on Staten Island later in December.
What do they want?
We can't wait anymore.
We're not joking around here.
Right now, it is peak season at Amazon. It's Amazon's most profitable time of year.
Well, it's pretty typical of Amazon to call mandatory overtime every holiday season.
They've been asking for us to work 11.5-hour days, 5 days a week.
With the lunch break.
That's a lot. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot, man.
To 12-hour.
I only wonder if they're
shifts,
getting
so
paid
there
enough. That's
majority
all.
of the day.
But
Majority
there
of the
have
week.
benefits.
They have no
that are
right to
worthwhile.
demand that of their workers when they could fulfill those same roles with voluntary extra time and surge pay for the workers that want to take it on.
Workers say peak season exacerbates existing safety issues.
I think that they're making a really good point, to be honest. Amazon doesn't want to pay people like higher wages to get them to work, and so they just force everybody to do it anyway on like a categorical basis. I think that really sucks. Yeah, that's really shitty.
It's extremely chaotic, especially at that time. Management is really looking to push numbers.
Yeah, of course.
That means cutting a lot of corners, bending the rules, pushing conditions that are unsafe.
I mean, a lot of times the conveyor belts get backed up, so you're packing boxes, but you can't even put them on the conveyor belt. You're forced to build up stacks of boxes around you. There's no room on the floor to walk. Yeah, just safety hazards everywhere.
Despite
the silver lining for this is that I think this is going to be a job that will be 80 to 90% automated sooner than later. Like right now, this is a growing pain of technology. And I feel like, because I mean, nobody wants to work in a place like that. It probably sucks working there. Like, yeah,
In
and
the
I
end,
feel
they
like it's
will
just
lose
better
their
for everybody,
jobs, and
honestly.
they will wonder, where can I get to work?
36% of warehouse workers in 2022. Amazon was responsible for 53% of all injuries in the warehouse industry.
Amazon is fine.
Amazon employed 36% of the U.S. warehouse workers. The company was responsible more than half. Wow. Well, I wonder if the term was responsible, does this mean that they admitted fault, or does it just mean that they were responsible as in the accident happened at their company? But because I don't know if this is, yeah, I'm not sure about this. But
to let people
found at fault? Yeah, if they're found at fault, then yeah, that's really bad.
Tornadoes and any kind of natural disaster for their profits. And
yeah, this happened recently, and there was also, I think it was a flood too, but I think it was a different, no, that was a different place. It was not Amazon. Never mind.
As Amazon workers,
yeah, this is a tornado.
What we deserve.
Yeah.
And we're not going to take it anymore.
Workers at the JFK 8 Amazon warehouse on Staten Island.
The problem with a strike like this is that the people that work in these fulfillment centers, it's probably a really easy job. And I think that strikes become less effective the easier it is to replace somebody. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything, right? Yeah, they're easy to replace.
To unionize in 2022, but they still don't have a contract.
Amazon
The only
is
one
pretending
person
like
that is
it never
benefiting
happened.
for that stupid union is the guys at the top.
And they ignore everything from the NLRB.
And right now they're in federal court arguing that unions are unconstitutional.
Well, that kind of nips the problem in the bud. Yeah. So you've got a problem with unions, well, just get rid of unions.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, problem fucking solved.
I just wonder if the union is good or bad.
Amazon
That one
is
specifically.
one of the wealthiest companies in the world. They can keep us in court for the rest of time.
Yeah.
The only thing that will get them to negotiate a union contract with us is impacting their bottom line.
We've pledged several hundred workers so far to participate, and we're still working and organizing.
Like, I don't think it's crazy for Amazon to pay a bit more on the holidays and to make it optional and just pay a really high premium. I don't think that's unfair.
Building up our structure in JFK so we can hopefully mobilize a lot more and really impact productions this year.
They can afford it, yeah.
Amazon, we're fed up. We're done.
A lot of us don't want to go on strike. You know, we want to work, but we want to work for fair wages. We want to work for at least $30 an hour. We want to get adequate breaks so that we're not getting injured all the time. We want to be able to go to the bathroom and drink water without getting...
You want to go to the bathroom and drink water? Bro, these people... Amazon's got to call the Pinkertons and shut this down. Yeah, before this gets out of control. Come on.
Written up. And if we have to go on strike to make Amazon come to the table and give us the respect that we deserve, then we're going to do it.
So apparently this has started. Building power for working people.
Thank you so much.
We'll see what happens, right? I'll watch
for watching our video. If
Yeah,
you'd like to see
I'll
more
link you all the
stories like
video.
this one, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel to get more Perfect Union.
You're paying
in your
$30
feed.
an hour?
And if you have any ideas for stories that you would like for us to investigate, just drop them in the comments below.
I feel like paying $30 an hour, I mean, that's a good amount of money, but yeah, in New York, yeah, what is this? $30 an hour in New York City is not crazy money. Was it in New York City?
Wow.
Well, what's the average? Let's just look it up. Average income in NYC. Okay, so median income, average salary in New York City, median household income. Let's see if I can find it. Staten Island. It's so expensive. Yeah, no, I'm so household is 76,000, individual is 36. So, well, let's go ahead and do the math, right? And so if you look at this and you have 30 times 40, and that's per week, right? And then you times this by, let's say 51. That's still not that much money. You're using median, not average? Yeah, but median is a better indicator because average factors in people like Donald Trump where median does not. So median is actually a better indicator because of wealth disparity. So yeah, there we go. Plus tax, yeah. So that's pretty fucking bad. So Amazon workers officially began nationwide strike. Oh, here we go.
People are excited for this strike. We've been waiting for this day. We've been prepping for this day. This is the day that they get to see how strong we are.
This is our chance to truly make history.
Teamsters have voted to authorize a strike at 7 Amazon facilities. Those include warehouses in Staten Island and Queens.
Better not be Austin.
Suburb of Skokie, and 4 in Southern California.
Okay, good.
Amazon
We're fine.
doesn't want us to realize the power that we have as Amazon workers.
I don't think that they have a lot of power in the long term, and I think that Amazon knows that. Amazon just has to wait them out until they can automate the systems and then get rid of these people. A lot of this is like unskilled, uneducated labor. Yeah, easily replaced, exactly.
It wouldn't be able
and I think
to
also,
run
like,
without us.
Here's another issue is that when people can't get their packages for Christmas, it will turn them against the unions. And I think the media does a really good job at turning people against unions. Wage slaves are rising up. Wage slaves are rising up? No, they're not.
Good one.
Scared because they know that with the power of the union, they're gonna have to dish out what they owe.
Amazon needs to understand that there's real people behind these vans. There's real people in these warehouses, and they need to treat
Yeah, that's the problem. They're trying to fix that as soon as possible.
us with the dignity that we deserve.
These right here, we are fighting for our life.
We're fighting for our family.
We are Amazon Teamsters.
We deliver the packages.
We make Amazon's profits.
We're demanding our fair share.
We demand fair pay and safe jobs.
Yep. I don't see this happening. Yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe they'll pay them a little bit more, but that's it. Amazon's in the process of automation. My company is one of many that's making those assembly lines. With Amazon workers, I get it. But when it's doctors or teachers that already get a huge wage, I don't. Yeah, I mean, teachers don't really get paid a lot of money. But let's see if there's any more news about this, and I'll look at it. Pray for Bezos. Yeah, he might lose 1% of his stock value from this. Amazon strike. Where is it? See if there's any more information about it. Oh, yeah. After arresting an Amazon driver who tried to stop his van to show support, striking in NYC, police are now linking arms to protect the profits of Amazon and Jeff Bezos. No picture better illustrates the police's role to protect and serve capital, not the people. I'm going to be honest. I completely agree with the police here. I think the police are totally in the right and the strikers are totally in the wrong. You don't get to obscure and, like, prevent people's free movement. Like, in a free country, you can move and travel in a way that you want, unimpeded. And just because you think that you have a strike or for whatever reason, you don't get to stop people from freely traveling the country. That's just it. It's not even a question, because the opposite is basically kidnapping, right? I mean, you can't hold people hostage. That's not how it works. And I think if people do that, like, obviously it's on Twitter, right? So, like, this type of comment is, like, very popular. But the reality is that you can't live in a world where people do that. And sensitive take, these people but are incapable of realizing their jobs will end one way or another. They're only delaying the inevitable. Oh, yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, absolutely. And nope, you blocked the scab that crossed the picket line. Well, if you do that, but, like, what you're saying is that being a scab transcends the constitutional rights that you're owed and the law. Being in a union does not allow you to overrule the Constitution. That's not the way the world works. That's not the way the government works. That's not the way the country works. Listen, I understand that you think that you have a good cause and all of this matters. No, you're not above the law. Amazon tried to dampen the resolve of its striking workers, but it's denser than it was yesterday. There's a lot of them. Look at them. Damn. Wrong side of this one, my dude. Well, wait a minute. What did I say that wasn't true? Wrong side of this. How am I on the wrong side of this? Yeah, I'm confused, because when I look at it, I see people that are basically like you're preventing a person from traveling. Yeah, being pro-worker is important. Which worker? The worker who wants to work or the worker who doesn't want to work? Because you've got to choose one or the other. So you think that because you have this viewpoint that you get to supersede the Constitution and like people's free rights. People have freedom of assembly. That's part of the First Amendment. You think that the ones who want a higher salary, so you think that wanting a higher salary allows you to transcend the Constitution. Is that correct? Yeah, I want you to explain it. Just say it.
That's a very good point.
No, okay, here we go. Now we've got to wait. We've got to see what he's going to say. I'm sure it's going to be good. I don't know anything about the Constitution. I know you don't. Okay, so anyway, let's see. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen with this. But I do think that if people aren't getting their packages on time for Christmas, that people will care a lot less about these workers. I also think that in general, the public doesn't have a lot of respect for people that work in these jobs because they're unskilled labor jobs. So I don't think that they're probably going to get a lot of public support either outside of like Twitter. And I don't really see this going anywhere, especially considering that Amazon is probably working towards automation already. So yeah. It's a sad fact. No, this is just what I think is going to happen, right? I mean, obviously, I think Amazon should pay them a rightful wage, and these people have a good point in a lot of cases. But I'm saying that it's just probably not going to happen. That's what my opinion is.
Old school.
Feeling very similar. Understandings of what memory would.
This is how to get in shape fast.
This is your body. These balloons represent.
You've played this game. If I hold my finger up in front of you, it's very thin, and I look at you, but not my finger, I see two copies. Unless I've got a dominant eye, but for those of you who don't have a dominant eye, you'll see two copies of your finger, and each will be semi-transparent. Now, what
so you can see through it.
Right. So what one eye is being blocked with, the other eye is seeing the world beyond that, and so your brain has evolved to just create two copies of it, and you're not confused like, oh my God, I've got. Two figures, no, you know what's going on. It's just you have this perception that combines them and creates semi-transparency so that you can see beyond it.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to start today with a couple of announcements. The first is that I published this book, We Who Wrestle with God, Perceptions of the Divine. It came out November 19th. It's #1 on Amazon right now, which I'm pretty happy about. And it's also the basis for a tour, which I started in November, continues through December, then January through April as well. You can find information about the tour at jordanbpeterson.com. It's about this new book, which is about biblical stories, but you should also understand that I'm doing the same thing with these stories that I did with the other tours that I had conducted before, and the other books for that matter, which is to take high-level abstract ideas, in this case foundational narratives, to explain what they mean, but also to explain why knowing what they mean can make a real practical difference in your life. You know, I want to bridge the gap between the abstraction and the reality so that you can put into operation the principles that I'm discussing so that it does produce a tangible improvement in how you attend to things and how you act. So come out to the lectures if you're interested in continuing with that. Today, I had the opportunity to talk to Mark Changizi, who is an author of this book, Expressly Human, and a number of other books. And I wanted to talk to Mark for two reasons. One was because we share an interest in evolutionary biology and evolutionary psychology, especially with regards to perception, emotion, language, and mass group behavior. And so I've been trying to wade through the literature on perception. Mark is very interested as an evolutionary biologist / psychologist in the function of evolved traits like perception. And one of the hypotheses that we discussed, which is a very interesting one, was his explanation, rather unique explanation for the evolution of color vision. He believes, for example, that we have additional color vision, not so much so that we can detect ripe fruit, for example, which was one hypothesis, but so that we can better attend to the emotional signals that people display as a consequence of alterations in their circulation, especially displayed facially. So we have color vision so that we're better at detecting signs of health or ill health as a consequence of skin tone, but also detecting and reacting to emotional displays. And so join us if you're interested in evolutionary biology, evolutionary psychology, emotion, language, communication, and the behavior of mass groups. So I think we'll start our discussion by talking about perception. And you've studied visual perception for a long time. And so I'd like you to outline, if you would, what you understand about visual perception. And then we can contrast our viewpoints and see where we can go with that. And I think we'll segue into emotion and language from perception.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, my background is sort of mathematics, and I went into cognitive science, and I was really more of an evolutionary biologist. And so one of the areas that I worked and had a bunch of discoveries happens to be vision. So about other things in other areas of sort of evolutionary biology, why we have as many fingers and why animals have as many limbs as they do, why you get pruny fingers when you're wet. They're actually optimized to be rain tread, so that when you don't want to hydroplane, so they suddenly have the optimal pattern so that you can channel the water out as quickly as possible. So these are all the sorts of things that I was
We're
always
very sneaky, us people.
That's right. So yeah, always I was interested not in the specific mechanisms by which our brains work, but on the ultimate sort of design questions for why it would have evolved that way. So
So functional.
Yeah, it's all about function. And strangely, I mean, this is more on the political side. Strangely, even though the biological world claims to believe in Darwin, when you're actually there in the evolutionary biology world, almost nobody believes in natural selection. They nod to it, but if you actually do a paper that argues, here's why it evolved to be this way, here's the functional reason for why it's this way, they'll say, you're doing a just so story. You're not allowed to make hypotheses about design. That's a just so story. That's teleology. I was like, you're missing the entire point of natural selection. Darwin's discovery is that, yes, there's design. That's not an issue.
Well, sexual selection also amplifies that.
Well, I mean, sexual selection has things that are not leading to perfect natural selection design, but let's set that aside for the moment. The whole point is not that there's not design. The whole point is that there need not be a master designer. That is, you can explain all this design, all the seeming teleology without a designer. That's the whole point, right? But what they want to reject is not just the designer, but they want to reject design itself. And so that there's an immense
reject teleology.
Reject teleology. No, like my eyes.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's bizarre. So right, and so it's a very small community, and it comes across as, you know, they attack sociobiology, EOE, on the same kind of basis. You start want to be. It happens not just when you enter into human behavior and human psychology. It happens even generally when you're talking about even rain treads. You know, rain tread, pruning fingers like I did, or any of the stuff that I do. That is a just so story, and it is not allowed. Right. Now, it's true that you can't study design the way that you study mechanisms. You can't do a lab experiment in quite the same way. You have to ask it in different kinds of ways. You have to say, if this is really designed for what I'm claiming it's designed for, let's say, you know, if the pruning fingers are designed to be rain treads, well, then let's derive what the optimal morphology would be. What should the wrinkles actually look like? So that's one kind of prediction, looking at the morphology of the shape. Another might be, if it's really the case that it's for design, well, it should only occur in animals that, you know, have wet, dewy conditions, whereas certain kinds of animals that are never in wet, dewy conditions shouldn't have this, you know, this morphological feature shouldn't appear. Now, there's different kinds of predictions you can make, but they're often phylogenetic predictions, morphological predictions. Sometimes you can do behavioral. Do they actually perform better in wet conditions when they're wrinkly versus when they're not wrinkly, and all the kind of combinations of these things. What you can't typically do the mechanism kinds of experiments. It's just a whole different kind of thing. So you have to do it differently. But the strange, weird thing in incredibly far left communities as they are, is that they somehow have thrown Darwin out entirely, and you can't talk about natural selection, which was an incredibly bizarre thing.
You know, so
that is insane.
I can think of a variety of possible reasons for that, and I'd like your opinions about those reasons. I mean, you tangled together a couple of things. You said that even as an evolutionary biologist, if you start to tread in the water of teleology or purpose, you received pushback from your colleagues, and then you mentioned that that was also a far left phenomenon. And so I'm curious about, it seems to me that the relationship with the far left is likely the fact that the far left political philosophy is predicated on a radical social constructionism, essentially, that every single thing that everyone does, especially human beings, but to the degree that the same thinking paralyzes speculation about animal evolution, there's an insistence among those on the far left that there's no essential human nature. Right. Everything's infinitely malleable. Right. And I see that as a reflection of an incredible intellectual arrogance, because the reason for the insistence that everything is socially constructed is because that allows for the possibility for everything to be 100% modifiable by those, for example, who would like to modify human behavior and what the image of their own philosophy. Do you think is there anything else, do you think that's going on with regards to the rejection of purpose or so-called design?
I mean, my pet assumption has been that their hair stands on end, or they feel backed up against the wall when you get to human behavior. Steven Pinker and Blank Slate arguing this as well. The idea that there's any notion of instinct or a human nature is against something. They really want to push back on that because they want to think of us as infinitely malleable and subject to socialism and whatever policies that they have, but they can shape us however they wish. And so even when we're in things like pruning fingers, it's as if they've taken that kind of prohibition of human psychology and push it into any realm at all, and have a general admonition not to do any kind of design or research that concerns the design of animals themselves. So I'm not sure what else it could be, but at any rate, it's a bizarre thing, because the only
there's something else too there. Maybe it's something like there's a lot of reasons for rejecting the idea of purpose. One is to reject the idea of an ultimate designer. So there's a religious argument, say, lurking at the bottom of that. But it's also very convenient to reject the notion of purpose or meaning, because it also allows you to reject the idea of any kind of implicit responsibility. Like if nothing has any meaning, the disadvantage to everything being meaningless is that things are meaningless. But the advantage to everything being meaningless and purposeless is that you can do whatever the hell you want. Right. And so it's a very good rationalization for like short-term hedonistic power-mad behavior. And if you combine that with the problem of like infinite social constructionism, then you have a real problem. But it's a weird thing that you would encounter that at least among hypothetically evolutionary biologists and thinkers, because why would they be concerned with evolutionary biology if they are going to toss out Darwin, for example?
Right. But most of them don't really have to think about Darwin. They're doing mechanistic experiments. They're not doing hypotheses about its design. I'm one of the rare people back, in the 1920s, you had ethologists who did a lot more thinking in terms of the design and the function, really thinking about their evolutionary connection. But that's gone way away. Everybody's dealing with really complicated experiments with mechanisms. They don't have to think about it. So they've somehow developed this knee-jerk reaction that you don't have to understand design and purpose. But you cannot understand any machine without understanding what it's designed for. So if I often use an example, if you were to find a stapler out of the middle of nowhere, natives find a stapler for the first time, and they want to try to understand it. There's not much to a stapler. There's like 4 parts or whatever, 6 parts. But you can't, you might work out all the mechanisms. This opens this, there's like 7 things, let's say, and they do these sorts of kinds of actions. Well, that's not an understanding of it. You might start saying, well, maybe it's a weapon, and you start shaking it around like nunchucks. You open it up. Well, now you can work out how does it break when you hit someone in the face? Is it bend? And maybe that's part of it. There's tons and tons of mechanistic behaviors that have nothing to do with what it's in fact for. How it deforms when this happens. There's lots of infinite numbers of kinds of mechanisms that are involved with it that are completely irrelevant, right? Only by understanding the mechanisms in the context of what the function is for. This is where the computational hardware. You've got function, you've got the algorithm level, you've got the mechanistic implementation level. You have to understand all these systems by understanding it by all of these parts all cohering together in one.
In relationship to function.
In relationship to function at the top. And so they're throwing out the very thing that allows you to understand, even if they are only interested in mechanisms, which my eyes glaze over with mechanisms, you can't understand mechanisms without inherently understanding the functions.
In the beginning was the Word.
Oh, fuck.
Christ is a master at using short, mysterious stories. They change the listener who takes them seriously.
Holy heavens, I'm dead.
Biblical text is that they're inexhaustible sources of wisdom. If I find something in them that is an obstacle, it's because there's something in me that has yet to be transformed. I just don't get it.
The person that you do not think could ever be virtuous. Oh, let me show you. This is the person who is fulfilling the law and the prophets.
But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you as well.
I don't believe in that promise. I'll just be honest at this point. That has not been part of my experience.
This parable I've been trying to understand forever. While we were talking and while we were sitting there, then it hit me. I saw it.
Name me one ideology that has supplanted Christianity that has done good for humanity. This Jew is very frightened of a post-Christian society.
He was the God-man, the model, the example of what we ought to become and what we can become.
It's okay. It's safe for you and all of your doubts and apprehensions to open up
and to let these stories in. He is the temple, he is the Torah, he is the covenant, he is prophecy fulfilled.
If you're doing this and it isn't also the love of wisdom, it's also an attempt at wisdom without love. In both ways, you're going radically wrong.
Power of love. It sounds so cliche when you say
60s, eh? I don't want to get a Hallmark card, I tell you.
We've got our work cut out for us, gentlemen. This is one peculiar time and one peculiar text, and I sure hope we're up to the task. Okay, so that's a very interesting place to segue into perception itself, because I got very interested.
I could have
don't know,
done
probably 20
something
years
there,
ago
I'm
in
sure of it.
pragmatic philosophy, the pragmatic philosophy of William James and Peirce, and they were all part of the Metaphysical Club in Cambridge at the turn of the 19th century, and they were also extremely influenced by Darwin. And the pragmatists have been deemed the only genuine American stream of philosophy. And the pragmatists were very concerned with function. In fact, their definition of truth was essentially functional, that we determine what's true by examining the concordance of a proposition, even in relationship to its effectiveness with regard to purpose. And they've made a case for that on the scientific side. Things that we regard as true, we regard as true because they provide an effective means for us to move towards a desired end. So for the pragmatists, there was really no separation of truth itself, even at the level of perception of fact. There was no separation between that and functional purpose. And I'm curious about your opinion in that regard in relationship to perception itself, because the best models of perception that I've encountered, the ones that seem to make the most sense in keeping with everything else I know about psychology, are pragmatic models, and that they're predicated on the idea that what we perceive, and this is part of the thing that, like I argued about, for example, with Sam Harris, is that the radical empiricists who believe that we can orient ourselves in the world merely in consequence of the facts don't take into account the fact that when we perceive a fact, we're actually perceiving something much more akin to a function. So, for example, I was very influenced by visual approach to ecological perception. Gibson, yeah. Not in all regards, but I found much of Gibson's work extremely useful. That his sense is that when we're looking at the world, we're seeing something like, I broadened it a bit, but pathways to a desired destination, tools that can facilitate our movement forward, obstacles that might come up in our path, and a vast domain of irrelevance around that. And that's true for every perceptual act. It seems to be particularly evident in the case of vision. A vision is something like a navigation aid. That's one way of thinking about it. So I'm curious what you think about that. And well, if any of those ideas, how those ideas might be related or not related to the manner in which you're conceptualizing object perception, let's say.
Well, I mean, ecological, capital E, ecological perception, ecological vision with Gibson, ended up biting onto a whole lot of philosophical baggage that I never bought into. I consider myself a lowercase e ecological vision person, in which case you can't understand what vision or any mechanisms are doing unless you understand what it was functioning for in the natural environment for all of those millions of years. And so let me just give you some specific examples. So one of the things that I had noticed was that people had talked about color for 100 years and color vision. First of all, to back up, we primates, we and some other primates, have a third dimension. Your dog just has grayscale and yellow-blue, 2 dimensions. All the bunny rabbits, horses just have 2 dimensions. But some of us primates have a third dimension, red-green. And so for 100 years, they thought, well, maybe it has something to do with finding fruits in the forest.
Right.
And there was never any good evidence for this at all. There's incredible varieties and variability in terms of the kinds of diets that they would have, not to mention just even generation to generation is going to experience radically different kinds of diets of fruits. But they all have the same the exact same kind of color vision. And it's a weird kind of
This is across primate groups?
Across
trichromate primate groups?
All the old world trichromates have, so dogs and bunny rabbits have one low wavelength sensitive cone down in the 550s, and then the other one, in the 400s, 450s or so, and that's the blue cone. And then the other ones, we have one in the 550s or so for the dogs that's around here. So you've got 2. And then what you'd expect if you're going to have a third one would be that suddenly it may be over here. You'd have the uniformly distributed like RGB. For your cameras, they're uniformly distributed across the spectrum, which is sort of a poor man's spectrometer. You've got 3 across the spectrum. You put them uniformly. But in fact, ours is this. We ended up with another cone sensitivity right next to the other one. They're exactly side by side in a really weird, peculiar way. Why would you want to have a third cone sensitivity, the same part of the spectrum? It's just like 15 nanometers away.
Right, because in principle, it wouldn't be detecting anything radically different.
No.
That's the problem. Okay, so that's the problem you're trying to address.
All right, so it's true. I realized later that when you look, I'd noticed that one of the things that matters is blood under the skin, blushes, blanches, health modulations. All of these kinds of emotions, signals that humans and other primates are doing on bare skin is shown by virtue of the blood under the skin. And it's by virtue, in particular, of the oxygenation, deoxygenation of hemoglobin under the skin. And it turns out that when you're looking at the completely arbitrary and weird spectrum of hemoglobin, which is a bunch of, it has a little W in one part. So it goes like this, and there's a little W. And when that's when it's oxygenated. And when it deoxygenates, that W in that little region turns into a U. And so these little peaks right there in the W part, if you wanted to be sensitive to this oxygenation, deoxygenation, you actually have to have two cones right there. So the little W peak in the middle, as it goes down in terms of U, and the other parts that go up, you have to sense it. You have to have a peculiar spots of two cones in this exact spot. So I was like, oh my God, exactly where you'd have to put cones to be sensitive to the only spot where you could tell that it's getting oxygenated versus deoxygenated is exactly in the spots where we have our cones.
Okay, so let me sum up that just so that I make sure I'm following you. So the objection you have to standard theories of trichromat perception is that the two of the color spectra that we see are so close together on the electromagnetic spectrum that there's no advantage to distinguishing them that's clear in the natural world as such. And you're associating that with the enhanced ability to detect difference in oxygenation in the skin. And you're going to associate that, I presume, with emotional display. Is that right?
So this is an empath sense. So this is, in short, our color vision, our primate color vision, is an empath sense. It's only by virtue of that we can see these blushes and blanches. And it's only by virtue of that you can actually see veins at all. The veins, of course, are the deoxygenated parts, and the more fleshy red parts are the more oxygenated parts. This stuff is completely invisible if you're colorblind. If you're a colorblind doctor, even going back to Dalton, he had complained about, his complete inability to see if someone had infected in one eye versus the other. No idea. If they've got blood or stool on their pants, they can't tell the difference between whether it's blood or stool. These things go back for a long ways. As soon as you're color deficient, you're missing one of those. Now it's just you can't distinguish these things at all.
Do we know if people who are colorblind are deficient in facial emotional processing?
That has been very hard to test but what we do know is that there's a long history of medical doctors who have known problems in that just detecting blood state related diagnosis, symptoms that are recognizable by blood state. But actually doing controlled experiments where you're able to do this with it has been very hard. So no one has quite that data. There's a lot of
what would happen
my dad's colorblind and he's emotionally intense.
What would happen if you did rapid presentation of angry faces, like almost at a subliminal level? Do you think that people who are colorblind would be less able to detect the difference between angry and non-angry faces, if at least to the degree that that's signaled by facial flushing?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can certainly mimic on screen. You could try to mimic the spectral difference in some sense, so that. Oh, first of all, just to back up.
Yeah.
One of the interesting side effects of this is that your camera doesn't show you color vision. Your TV doesn't show you color vision. All the cameras that we use are still, in some sense, to color vision because their third receptivity is way out. It's distributed way out there. So none of those cameras that we take these pictures of are able to sense these oxygenation modulations.
Okay, so that's an experimental problem.
Yeah. So this makes it deeply difficult. It also means that literally we're not seeing all of the states that we experience in real life. The glow of youth. When you see glow of youth, you're talking about the glowing of oxygenated blood in the skin. None of that's available.
Okay? So you mentioned the glow of youth. I mean, hypothetically, one of the markers that could drive transformation of color vision in the direction of emotion detection that was blood related would be for picking up signs of fecundity, and that would be a direct association. And there is evidence that I think is quite compelling that one of the things that makes women attractive to men are signals of health that are associated with enhanced fertility. All of those signals seem to be associated with what people conceive of as feminine beauty. And you picked one that was cardinal there, which is that flush. You call it the flush of youth.
Right, and it's not just on or off. I mean, different motions will lead to different kinds of gradients on the face. And of course, it's not just the face, the whole body can flush. And the other primates, the rump becomes so exaggerated that literally the UK would take some of the females when they were having estrus out because it was almost embarrassing for the kids to come and watch. So it's it's multidimensional. It's color related, but it's not just red, green. But there's actually where you have more. Like if I squeeze my hand and let go, you get yellow, blue differences. Now it's not because when it's squeezed out, it's more yellow. When there's more blood, it's all things equal more blue. But if it's oxygenated blood, then it's blue and red, so it's more purple. If it's deoxygenated blood, it's green and blue, and so bluish green. So in fact, you end up by virtue of concentration variations, blue, yellow, and oxygenation modulations, red, green, you can get any possible hue at all. Which is why if you're a painter and you're trying to actually paint human faces, when we go back and look at their paintings, which I could never do, you're like, oh my God, they're using all the hues.
Yeah, right.
Because we don't typically consciously notice it. We just look at the skin and we think of it as sort of this matte, like a doll. But in fact,
pink.
Yeah, some pink, but of course it's not. And you're really seeing the blood. You are not looking. Skin is not. If you've ever, if you get a bruise, the first thing you notice is that it's, of course, total discoloration. And so you're really seeing a dynamic view into the very state and function and health of the individual. It's completely a highly transparent surface, and we're not consciously aware of it, although we're certainly reading it all the time.
And so how has that? So that's a theory of color vision as health detection. Is it a theory that...
But mostly, I don't know whether it's mostly health or mostly emotion. It's certainly emotion, state,
Right,
health,
it wouldn't
all
only
of
have to
right,
be one of those things anyways. Okay, well, could you make a separate case for emotion? Okay, so one of the things that I've read, I don't know if you believe that this is true, but, you know, because everything turns out to be debatable among scientists, just like everyone else. But I've read that one of the things that shape the evolution of our eyes is their shaping to be maximally visually evident to perceivers, right? We're unbelievably good at determining exactly where someone's eyes are pointed. So even if someone is sitting across the room from you, you can tell if they're looking at your eyes or at the tip of your nose, which is such a tiny fraction of movement at the eye level, or a fraction of angle, that it's almost amazing. It's amazing that you can detect it at all, and that we have the white background and the colored iris and the black pupil, partly because that maximizes the degree to which our eyes are salient, the hypothesis being that anyone in our evolutionary history whose eyes weren't salient was someone whose intentions were very difficult to determine and was much more likely to be misunderstood, say, and killed in consequence, or much less likely to find a mate. Yeah. And so our faces have evolved, at least at the level of our perception of the eyes of others, to ensure that we can understand intent, and we do that by inferring attention by looking at eye gaze. And you're making a strong case in your work for the relationship between perception, color vision, and emotion perception. So we talked a little bit about cues of health that might be associated with skin coloration and cues of fecundity, but tell me about the emotional cues that are associated with differences in color.
So, you know, the first thing I think people think about with spectral skin signaling is blushes, right? Mm-hmm. And blanches and flushes, but that's really just the beginning. You know, this barely touches the surface. So you can imagine someone's angry and they can get red face, which is very different from when somebody blushes and they get with embarrassment. And people actually, if I'm in front of a stage and something happens that's slightly embarrassing, and the audience is over there and I'm looking this way, you actually blush more on the side that's facing the audience. Your body.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, this is known. This is a Drummond.
Wow, Drummond, that's a very specific response.
Right. So these are strong arguments that these are signals, not just automatic side effects of, you know, some kind of implicit side effect with no purpose.
In a world where life's most fundamental questions often go unasked, there are organizations making a real difference. Preborn Ministries stands at the front lines of one of our society's most critical moments, when a mother faces
was up the question, like, first of all, not everybody blushes. And the issue is, well, what does the blush signify? And it signifies something like self-conscious shame. And then the question is, well, why would you want to signal self-conscious shame to people? I mean, because it's a shameful signal, but it does indicate that you're the sort of, one of the things it might indicate is that you're the sort of person who can't get away with what exactly? Violating the social norm? Something like that, right?
And it's an honest signal because it's out of your control. So honest signal, just in this context, is a sort of a technical term of art. So we mean by honest signal that you have no control over it, and it wears its meaning on its sleeve in some sense.
Right. So that's right. It's a signal of your intent beneath your conscious awareness. Laughter, genuine laughter, seems to be a signal like that too. And there's some evidence that genuine smiles are like that too, right? Because if you smile falsely, your eyes don't smile. Although I think you can train yourself to do that. But generally speaking, if someone is, it's hard. Yeah. If someone is manipulating with a smile, they don't do it the same way they do when they smile spontaneously. And so those rapid onset implicit emotional displays are a signal about our genuine motivations. And if those signals are obvious, it's in principle easier for people to read us, and therefore in principle easier for them to engage in trusting negotiations with us.
Right.
Because we wear our heart on our sleeve.
That's right. And so, I mean, other predictions that come out of this, by the way, it should be the case that if this is true, then the primates with color vision, as opposed to the primates that didn't have three color vision, the primates with color vision should have more naked spots. They should have bare faces. And in fact, when you look, the primates with color vision are the ones with naked faces. They often have naked rumps, naked genitalia, because all of these things are signaling. The ones without color vision are furry face, like your typical bunny rabbit, typical dog. Nakedness and color vision, color vision, are opposite sides of the same coin.
Okay. Does the theory that trichromatic vision evolved at least partly, or perhaps in the main, as an aid to emotion detection, contradict the frugivore theory? Like, is it possible that color vision also gave us an edge, at least in some environments, with regards to the detection of higher quality food sources?
It's certainly possible, but it wouldn't have driven, there's no reason to think that fruit would have driven those particular wavelength sensitivities of the middle and long wavelength sensitive cones.
Particularly given that they're so close together.
Right. So
that's the crucial issue.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of things where we leverage our color vision, which is peculiarly for empath kind of health senses, but we obviously use it for lots of things, probably in nature beyond that, and in culture we use all over the place. but that doesn't mean that doesn't amount to an explanation for what drove
Yeah, well,
it.
I mean, part of the problem, I guess, that people have with functional evolutionary explanations for the purpose of any given human attribute is that there's no reason ever to assume that any given attribute is singular in its function. It's sort of like asking what the hand can do. What's the hand for? Well, you know, the hand is for a lot of things. Is there a cardinal purpose to the hand? That's a hard question to ask, but there's no reason to assume.
This all sounds very useful, actually. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, guys, good luck and have fun when I'm fighting Bebop.
Isn't that good? Abrams and the Bebop, he grabs you and you can do your charge.
Yep.
No, he plants the bomb and punches. Count on your courage.
Bebop is pretty much a hard counter for Abrams, the same way as Great Talon and Vindicta. The difference is that if I do shoulder... Oh.
Yep.
Thank you, Lash. I love you.
Oh, they switch to Bebop here. Amazing.
You gotta be kidding me! Fuck! Bebop, I hate you.
Our yellow walker is under attack.
They don't make them like me.
Good night.
Bebop low. Oh wow, not that low actually. Forget that.
Hayes is chasing me on the back. They're trying to kill me.
Get back! Run!
I'll try to rotate you guys.
They're just fucking aggro as fuck.
I think we can deal with it actually. The Bebop is just trying to fish with the hook. If we stay calm, we should be able to deal with him. The problem now is
I cored him a bit, so he should back up.
Go into the store.
In the mood for pragmatic, stylish, I love it.
Yeah, the Haze is now trying his best to pretty much die this spot. Motherfucking bomb.
Healing.
Thank you.
The Haze is just trying to be a bitch.
That's pretty much her play style.
I'll take you all on.
Well, you're dealing with Mirage, and that tornado can never be underestimated, so I feel for you. What I am angry is that the fuck I am angry is that why Bebop came here. Fuck!
How may I be of service?
We're gonna win this. They're too aggro.
My friend.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
I
the
think
fact
you're
that they're
right.
so aggro, I could just come over there and just piss them off.
They're not coming.
Healing behind the bridge.
I'm deciding to be those fish.
Bebop's pinned.
Where the fuck? Where? Oh, sorry. I was too slow. Nice.
I'm not afraid of you.
Haze is extremely low. And she ran away. Fuck. I was so close to kill her. Fuck. But Abrams is too slow for now.
Someone's gonna be bleeding on the concrete.
Gotta
It
get
ain't
as many
gonna
of
be
these
you.
up as I can. Turrets online.
Nice.
We gotta keep this up.
Yo, we can get the Bebop. They're trapped. They're in their home.
I was too greedy. I wanted him dead, but fuck, they got me. Get back, get back.
I see the professor.
Oh boy, that was dumb of me.
Nah, it's all good.
This is the end.
Bebop low again.
No.
And they're just ulting you?
They want me dead.
Heals back here, heals back here.
Thank you. Bebop is relatively low, but
Gotta build
well,
some backup.
getting near is another story. Fuck, he fished me! I don't know how the hell of my life.
I know how to make an entrance.
Ready to assassinate.
Hear what I can get at the shop.
Well, now they're starting to turtle. I'm gonna take some camps. Which is good. That means they're gonna stop their aggro for a while.
Stay strong, buddy.
For you.
Won't kill me.
Alright, buddy, give him hell.
Jump.
Oh fuck, he's exposed, but sadly still weirdly difficult to hit.
We live in interesting times, don't we?
They keep fishing and turtling. Oh boy. Well, at least they're calming down now, so we're getting it a little bit easier. Lash, if I get the opportunity, I'm going to go purple to help you.
Me.
Bebop's ult.
Bebop just raw ulted? What the fuck?
He's desperate.
Setting up a trap.
Alright.
I wonder, have they taken their own camps? Nope. Well, I was punished by my greed. Sorry. I wanted to take it behind them. Fuck. Breach above sector. Take them before them.
Time for a little help.
spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Where in the hell is Mirage? Oh, that's weird.
Can't stop me.
Your patron gives freely. Our yellow guardian has been destroyed.
Oh fuck, we might need to deal with shit somehow. If he becomes too tanky, we will need Decay and Curse. Well, if they're tunneling again, I'm going to help Lash. If my goodness, I come fast.
Let's go on, cowards. You're mine.
Go ahead.
They're chasing me.
Thanks for having my
Going back. You're welcome. Again, they're desperate as fuck. But if they're there, I can do this.
Let's go.
I cannot do this anymore. Fuck, they run really fast. Nice.
Headed to blue.
Mirage is here too. He wants a piece of this.
They took out Lash.
Ah, fuck.
Your brilliance is an example to us all.
Don't worry about it. Oh boy. Let's see if I can clean purple fast while they're turtling again.
Headed to purple.
It's still far away, so I would lose it. Okay, it's clean. What the fuck? They're going.
From your patron.
Yep, they're going earn. Now that's weird.
They're getting carried.
I'm coming over.
Oh boy.
Gotta get as many of these up as I can.
Now
We'll
that's.
defend this. I'm not worried.
Ivy, you're crazy.
Play on the turrets. Play back on the turrets.
Hey, it's just taking blue.
This is gonna be happening all night.
Hey, it's just Nicky bitch. Fuck. Well, that was to be expected, but it wasn't so bad. What? Ah, shit. I didn't even see freaking shit. This is getting nasty. Going back to blue. We might really need Decay and Curse for Shiv. He's becoming a menace already.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Going blue.
He's going mellow, interesting. So he's gonna be able to punch the same punch.
Our purple guardian has been destroyed.
Holy fuck. There is nobody in blue, so I'm gonna try to take the guardian while they're distracted. At least. Breach buffs active, take them before them.
Let's take out Dynamo.
Two on blue. Run, Lash! Oh fuck, Shiv is here.
Our yellow walker is under. The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Come back, Lash. You're too close. It's too dangerous right there. Holy heavens. Oh, fuck. If we had your ult, we can throw him to the Guardian. But that way they will pretty much die. Oh, well. Ready for next time. Nice!
Can't let all these souls go to waste.
Ivy above us with Mirage. Mirage and Haze on blue, they still want the Walker and they want my ass.
No, I don't go selling these because never.
Give up ulting raw in center.
Coming in.
Screw you, Bob.
Good work.
Our Green Guardian has been destroyed.
Let's take out Dynamo.
Going green. Although I'm a little bit low in health, but I should be able to do some damage.
Our Green Walker is under attack.
You freaking crazy bastard!
Good job.
Thank you, Vindicta. They're going purple. Or at least there's a good amount of minions in purple.
I like this Infernus build, actually. It's my favorite.
Check.
Our Purple Walker is under attack.
Bob, going blue. Here, Bebop! Yeah, sorry. Nice!
I'm coming blue in a sec. Fine.
Oh, fucking fish!
I'm coming. Stay
Nice,
alive.
Lash. Still very nice. It did enough
Let's
damage.
take out Bebop. Headed to Broadway.
From the Broadway, trying to get flanked.
Look out for Mirage.
He's dead, but I'm dead!
Our Yellow Walker has been destroyed.
Fuck. Going green. Also, my camera just got fucked up. I am seeing ultra third-person shooter, like, I'm seeing a lot.
That happens on the zip line. If you get back on the zip line, it unbugs it.
I already tried. Let me try it again. Nope. Still, it's weird. I'm streaming right now, so this looks very funny, actually.
They will curse your name, Vindicta.
Oh boy.
We've got a bunch on blue here. Can we split push over to?
Bridge buff's active. Oh fuck, Hayes got it. Well, I could still play like this. It's not unplayable, so I would just deal with this. Although it looks funny, actually.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
They're keeping pressure on blue.
An excellent choice.
They're going Urn. So let's try to push.
I have him ulted. So he's gonna drop it eventually.
Ivy coming in.
Got it! Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Dynamo's super low. Oh, shit. Come on, Dynamo die, Dynamo die, Dynamo die. Oh, fuck.
I'll be stacking bodies all night.
It was still a good effort.
Allow me to open your third eye. Our purple walker is under attack.
Oh wow, I worked him out to Dick Bat would just come back.
Okay, things are starting to get way too spicy right now. I'm going to start farming a little bit.
I will bolster your mind and spirit.
Wow, they didn't go mid.
We take those.
Dynamo going green. Also, freaking Ivy.
Is under attack.
Going green.
Here I come.
Careful.
Oh, Dynamo's dead. Mirage is behind us. Ivy's to our front. Frick. Vindictus with Shiv.
Our purple walker has been destroyed.
Gonna help Vindictus. Shiv is just way too much, really.
I know how to take a hit.
Vindicta, did he run away already?
Headed to purple.
Yep.
Let's push Broadway.
Gonna try to push purple. We'll need that last guardian together with blue. And this one is way harder to kill right now.
Stand and fight!
Shiv here. I am dead. Dynamo's ulting my ass again. What the fuck, Dynamo? I'm alone. Bridge buzz. Yep. Nice. Not so nice, but oh well. Haze and blue. Our freaking DPS is through the roof now. Woof. Lucky. Thank you, Lash.
Someone's gonna be bleeding on the concrete, and it ain't gonna be you.
Not Lash, I'm sorry. Shit.
Gonna still try to take purple. Purple Lash. Freaking shit.
How is he still standing? Thanks for having my back.
Going to heal. Ivy taking yellow. Going back to purple.
Headed to blue.
Welcome to my world, boys and girls.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Coming over to blue, careful.
Well, there is 4 in blue. Maybe, just maybe, I have the opportunity. Dynamo taking green.
I want to get the Dynamo.
I think I might be able to take purple.
Our blue walker has been destroyed.
Got it.
Shall temper your spirit.
We got what we came for.
Ivy taking Earn.
I'll be there to defend it one sec.
I should be able. Yep, I'm able.
The urn.
You guys are all there. I'm not gonna get the whole team beta. I'm gonna go blue.
Okay, nice idea. I'm going green. See if I can intercept Mirage.
Ivy's on blue.
They will curse your name, Vindicta.
Well, seems like they left me here.
Is waiting to be claimed.
Going blue.
The only way to face a problem is head on.
Jesus.
Gotta build me some backup.
This Jin's mark has killed me 3 times already.
Oh, that shit can do some damage. Rage buffs active. Take them before them. Gun buff here on the right. I don't know what's in the left. Anybody is making a gun build?
I'm just take
Let's take out Hayes.
I mean,
Got it.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Going purple.
got one of those for the missus. Big fan.
Man, they're greedy.
ID's missing.
Yep. Go in there again. She's there.
The urn has been delivered.
Fuck, that thing is so fast.
Drop it in.
Heading to purple.
Dynamo! You bastard! Nice.
Let's stick together.
What's up, Furnace?
I'm bailing.
The problem. Oh fuck! I might be dead now. Jesus, heaven, have mercy, Vindicta, you're amazing. Let's go mid, or well, someone go mid and another group.
Mid for sure. Come on.
Go in there right now. After I clean blue and green.
Let's go mid.
We need to get there right now. Help Lash. We gotta burn it.
Your valor is rewarded.
One thing in Furnace, you cannot counter sadly Dynamo's ult with Abrams. When he activates it, he becomes pretty much immune onto the last range. Believe me, I try that shit a lot.
I see Ivy.
Keep up the good work, yes. Your team needs me.
Let me push purple fast.
Are you guys getting a lot of rubber banding? Or is it just me?
A lot of what?
A little extra scratch.
Mine's been alright.
Rubber banding?
Not that I know of.
There's the Sandman.
Nice.
Headed to York.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Go in blue from behind. Maybe this will work.
They took out Wraith.
Get out of there if you can, guys.
Fuck. Vindicta,
This
can you
ain't the
get...
fight.
Shit.
That Bebop, Echo Shard, double bombs. Oh, jeez.
Holy fuck, that sounds terrifying. They're gonna name his name from Bebop to Al-Qaim Al-Hasi. They're gonna make him a terrorist.
I think they make whoever he grabs the terrorist, they strap a bomb onto him and shove him.
That's gonna
They
bring in
can-
a holiday cheer, if you know what I'm saying.
That can say whatever the hell they want, but I don't believe that Bebop is fucking British by his accent or Aussie. That motherfucker is Muslim. And every time I feel that fucking bum up my ass, I think he's saying Allahu Akbar.
If you're streaming on Twitch, you gotta be good.
Spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
I'm sure, 100% sure of that, but like, the culture is not British. The culture is not British, my dude. The culture is strapping bombs. And again, I was making jokes here. Shave him yellow. I be on green with Mirage. Inferno, do you want to fight Shiv? We can kill him with a curse.
Death brings consequence once more.
Oh crap.
Should I try to grab that urn? I think Haze is like really close to me.
Maybe the thing is that the lanes are all midpoint, or to the midpoint, so they could easily move wherever we are and screw us over. And all of them have their ults.
The answer is let's tango.
Oh, nice.
Like seriously, I'm farmed as fuck. Let's go over there. Let's defend it up. Play as a team. Run that urn.
All right.
That sounds fun.
Here, let's see.
Shiv is so fucking low! You kidding me?!
Everybody together, up from yellow.
Fuck. Well, I still need to farm way more now that I see. Even if my record is not that bad, I'm way too weak. Shit. Jesus, have mercy of our souls!
I just switched the game.
Run, Benedicta! Well, this is gonna get ugly right now.
We only have one shrine left. Our defenses are crumbling. We need
In your case, understandable. You're literally 70% of the time on the air. So when they knock your ass down like Benedicta, you're pretty much exposed. But fuck, knockdown can be a pain in the ass like Willy Coyote when they freaking hit you with that, like, with fucking anvil.
No more dying.
I like that strategy. Let's try it.
This guy's.
4 of them between blue and purple. Breach buffs active.
Heading to blue.
Boss has arrived.
Dynamo and Mirage coming green.
Everybody, we're spread out, so just don't take fights. Get your
Sounds
farm,
like
stay alive.
Sounds like a good idea. Jesus, that jig mark really hurts you just like that.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Be right back.
Got both sacrifices, is that right?
Bebop here.
Going green. I have ult, so I should be able to stop at least Bebop.
Ivy, Bebop green. Careful, careful, careful. The conglomerate mid. You guys are alone up there. Careful.
Ace here. Bebop low. Fuck, I might. Stupid bomb. Right.
Thank you for helping your allies, Lash.
I don't know if we'll be able to really.
That's what we wanted to avoid.
I'll hold it down as long as I can.
Oh fuck, you gotta be kidding me. Please tell me that Raid didn't rage quit. That would suck ass. The game is going actually fun, even if we're right now losing, but we're not losing by much either. We can flip it back. Oh fuck.
Yeah, game's not over.
No, this is like my third
unless
game.
Wraith rage quit.
No, this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. This is like my third game with this fucking shit where people rage quit behind it. Dude, that's bitch ass behavior. That takes the fun out of the thing.
My computer froze. My game froze.
Hallelujah!
Hey,
You're not
welcome
good.
back.
That makes me happy. Dude, this is my third game. Like, yeah, I thought like this is my third game. I'm saying you gotta be kidding me. This cannot be so recurrent.
The client just crashed hard.
All here, all here, all here, all here.
Holy fuck, going. I think I can go from behind. Yeah, I can go from behind. Going too old, guys. Take advantage of it.
Going up.
Bought that off a Knickerbocker that was about to get his legs broken off.
Ivy dove deep.
Thanks for looking out.
Won't forget that anytime soon.
Good game.
Oh, yeah.
That was still a good game. What can I do better for the next one? Let's see. I should have pursued shit more. He was pretty much the fucking nightmare of the team. And I was good at the build, but shit. I was going too much for Rebop. There must be something that I could do in order to make the situation way more advantageous for the team. Let's continue to experiment.
A little bit of the divine right here in your hot little hands.
I see them. Sending arrow.
255. Let's see how
Well,
things come.
someone's looking to make a statement.
I might go extra outs.
Swing by anytime.
Mystic Shots, Enchantress Barrier. Oh. Good luck and have fun, guys. Enjoy.
Abrams, your team will count on your courage.
I just hope we have fun.
Woo-wee.
Nice slash.
I should get some gear.
Looking for the remarkable. Swing by anytime.
Fuck, we might need to be careful with Geist. Fuck, I was buried.
Looky what I got here. You want to buy a mug to go with your gun?
Nice. We might need lifesteal, a lot of lifesteal for Geist.
No one stands toe with me.
Haste to your right.
my friend, survival is paramount.
Our purple guardian has been destroyed.
7 low. Got him. Got her. Going to take some camps.
I'll crash into him. Face me.
You'll be the last one standing.
Hey, slow. Oh, fuck. I might be dead. I might be dead. Thank you. Oh, boy. 7. Well, not so low. Nice. Oh boy.
Our blue guardian has been destroyed.
We need to help Blue. Fuck. Going Blue. Holy shit, guys.
A lot happened to me at once.
I can imagine that shit. Fuck, 3 and blue. They go, sorry, 3 and green. Yeah, 3 and green, sorry. Getting confused as fuck.
Your service is appreciated, Mirage.
fuck yeah. That's at least as I suspected. That guy's as good as fuck. We will need to use a lot of heal bane and a lot of life spirits.
Got enough for the best gear.
Mid-boss has arrived.
Paradox, can you bait 7? If he comes here, I can get him behind. Fuck, somebody.
Won't kill me.
Fuck, I'm dead. Get back, get out, Murdoch. Get out. Yep, Mo got me with the ult. You will be pretty much dead if you get there.
No one stands in my way.
Going green and later gonna help Dynamo. Sorry, Bebop.
Convicts on the move.
Stop.
Careful, that Bebop, behind you.
They took out Bebop.
Oh, fuck.
They couldn't have gotten far.
I am dead again.
Our yellow guardian has been defeated.
I'm not afraid of you.
Got him.
Thought you were gonna keep me.
Abram.
My lucky ass and Mirage help. Holy shit.
Geist's missing.
Where the fuck? Bebop, you think you can push yellow? I can help you.
Run, cowards.
Got it.
Make that damn book work for me.
Holy fuck. Going from behind.
No matter the odds.
Fuck, I'm dead. I have no escape here. Holy shit. Mo and Warden on yellow together with Hayes. There's 3 people in yellow. No, actually, with 3 in yellow, that means that either green or purple are like 100% unprotected. We can take either of those, at least until they actually notice. Oh boy. Nice. Mirage going to help you. Oh no, wait a minute. Bebop not Bebop. Mo is most likely coming your way, Mirage. If you see him, get the fuck behind.
I see 7.
Rage buffs active. Take them before them. Nice.
We make a good team.
The spirit
I see Warden.
to be claimed.
An ambush could be coming from anywhere.
Guys here.
Making my move. Here I come. I'll take all of you.
Headed to yellow.
Green Guardian has been destroyed.
Maybe in a game where somebody rage quits, that would be a good moment to ask for the help. After all, pretty much the entirety of the game goes out of the window there.
You earn my favor.
I'll wait.
Oh, fuck.
Our green walker is under attack.
Going green. Holy shit, 5 of them are in green? Lord have mercy.
Drop it in. Nothing stops me. You made me do this, didn't you?
Shit.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Going green again. Get back, Bebop. Get back, last. Oh, fuck. Somebody has to deal with the guys. I cannot get near her. This stupid ult pretty much makes me kills me at hands. I fucking hate that ult.
A little extra scratch never hurts.
Headed to purple.
Our purple walker is under attack. Blood. Our purple walker has been defeated.
Shit. 2 on green.
Can't stop me.
Going yellow. Gonna try to take the yellow one. Or at least push it back.
Grill.
Headed to blue.
Fuck. Almost. Almost, Mirage. You were almost safe. Shit. That sucks. Well, at least we got yellow and purple. We might be able to
Our blue
bring it
walker
back.
is under attack.
Going blue. Oh fuck. Going green. Vindicta's here.
leaving this lying around.
Thank you, Mirage.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Going blue.
Our blue walker has been destroyed.
Gonna go heal, then I'll be back in the fight.
Oh fuck, they're going back to green. Going green. Nice.
I see, guys.
They better run. You thought you were gonna keep me down.
Fuck. Careful, guys.
Let's see what this book can do.
Warden's over there.
Nice.
Our green walker is under attack.
Fuck, going green.
Our green walker has been destroyed.
Let's push Broadway.
You'll be the last one standing.
Nice. Vindicta here.
Don't get too close to Geist.
To me, that is a dog. Shit.
I'll have ult in 20 seconds.
Group goes green. I'm gonna try to help from behind in blue. There's three in blue.
Let's go.
Got them both.
No one's taking me down.
Everybody come here. We can go mid. And later we can take green. Although we have 7 on the side, but that shouldn't be a problem. After this, let's go green fast.
Regiment is descending.
Green fast now. Shit! That was stupid as fuck. Careful, guys. Going green fast after this. Although, we might need to clean yellow and purple first. Going purple.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. I give you a boon.
Enjoy the holiday.
Looks like it's my day after all.
Green again! Before they take it.
Back. This book is dangerous. Only a fool.
7 is here. Somebody can kill him with a while. Well, that's a team wipe almost. Hayes here too. Nice, guys.
Deadlock continues to bring support to the Sapphire Flame.
Let's see what this book can do.
The amount of movement slow they have is atrocious.
This could be a trap. I'll take you all on.
Okay, I suppose that Infernus is having PC issues because we're not that far and we're not losing, so I won't count it as a rage quit. Shit. This is a problem. We're gonna pause it. He's back! Nice. Don't say that, but I understand the feeling. Going to try to kill 7.
Nothing stops me. Welcome to the storm tower. You're not ready to fight someone like me.
You didn't have to do that to him.
Not bad.
Well, no, he was dancing in my face like, kill me, motherfucker, like, dude. Bridge buffs active.
spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. Kill them all. Has arrived.
Holy heavens, going blue. Coming from behind.
Thanks.
Vindicta to our side. We can all go mid. Oh no, we cannot go in mid anymore! Oh shit, let's get back. Mirage, where you are, bro? Going back for purple.
Planning on going caroling this year? That's gonna bring in a holiday cheer, if you know what I'm saying.
Two on blue.
I see Warden. I'll take all of you. I see Geist.
Poor bastard. Going from behind.
Drop it in. I'm not afraid of
I'm going in.
Warding is low.
Out in furnace.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Let's go mid.
Oh yeah, you're right. Let's go. Yeah, and look, we're still winning. So the best thing, well, this goes for me especially. I just want to have fun. I don't need like screaming at people or kill counts or anything, even if we lose. Oh, there is an asshole trying to make the situation bad for everyone, so they're not gonna scream at them or doing shit. Bridge buffs activated before them. Oh fuck, Vindicta! It happens to everyone once in a while, dude. Does anybody see survival as a bridge buff? Fuck, there's no survival. That sucks. Fuck, everybody in blue. Get back, get back, get back. It's too much damage. We're taking too much damage. Fuck, fuck. Fuck. Holy shit. Going back right away.
The detective has been making opportunities for us.
I think we should be able to make a big push now. Warding and Haze here. I'm getting grabbed by Mo. Fuck, 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 I'm dead. Shit. Come on, guys. You can push and kill. You can push and kill. There's only 3.
You want a glass of eggnog with that? It's actually just whiskey, but I like to lie to myself.
That's a good one.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
for my allies.
3 in green and 1 in blue. Gonna try to kill Vindicta. No! Fuck, we were doing so well. Come on, guys, you can survive that shit. Oh, fuck.
Incinerated. And away we go.
Fuck, they're going. They went burn.
The urn has been delivered.
That's a little bad.
Mid-boss has arrived.
Going green.
I'm not saying no to free money.
That is one big mole.
Oh fuck, they're hunting me down! Shit! I didn't think about that. They're hunting me down now. Holy fuck. Well, guys, there is bad news, and I cannot move freely now. They're literally looking for me. The 5 of them moved where I was, and I thought that I could move between green to yellow. So, they are trying to immobilize me. Now, this is a problem. Be careful, guys. You take a lot of damage, run away. No need to die there. Like that. Sure, good old might save our asses, but it's gonna be a miracle if you are able to do it. Well, good games, guys. It was fun still.